Wells Fargo presents one of the surest ways to grow your money. A Wells Fargo CD account, where you can earn a 5.00% annual percentage yield on an 11-month term with a minimum opening deposit of $5,000. Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/CD rates to open a CD account and start growing your savings with us.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
And now, welcome to Story Smash, the storytelling game show. Please welcome the creator and host of Story Smash, Christine Blackburn.
On an incredible night. Wait till you see who is playing this game. I am so thrilled. And we're going to get started right away. And we're going to reveal the Wheel of Stories. There are 12 permanent topics on the Wheel of Stories. And there's one space that says free. If the contestant lands on free, then they can choose any topic on the wheel. There's also 3 spaces that say audience. And if the contestant lands on audience, then that's your opportunity to shout out some story topics that you'd like to hear, and one of our expert judges will choose one of those topics to be the contestant's story topic. Are you excited for that? You should be excited. I cannot wait. What an amazing show we have planned for you guys tonight. And let's bring on those expert judges right away. All right, you guys, the first judge coming to the stage, he's a writer who wrote on the Emmy Award-winning Modern Family for its entire 11th year. He's also the author of the book I hold in my right hand. He started it, My Twitter War with Donald Trump. This guy has won 5 Emmy Awards, and he'll never let us forget it. Please put your hands together for Danny Zucker! She played Beverly Goldberg for 10 years on the hit ABC show The Goldbergs, and then she played Liz the Crazy Cat Lady on Rules of Engagement, Lydia Mayhew on Love Spring International, and Rita on Bridesmaids. She continues to play Deputy Clementine Johnson on Rita on 911, and when this strike is over, they've got a whole lot more work coming up. Please put your hands together for the very talented Wendy McClendon. Writer. He wrote on At Midnight for its entire run. He's also a broadcaster for the LA Derby Dolls. He also does stand-up comedy all over town. Put your hands together with very talented Blaine Gabat. And there it is, right there. All right, you guys, we are playing 3 rounds of the game tonight. 3 rounds. How does that sound, you guys?
Woo! More than 2.
Riveting.
No problem.
What is the Six Flags?
You know, Wendy, this is your 5th time playing Story Smash.
Holy shit.
I was so young when I started. You still are, just a little girl.
We all were young.
19 or so.
Now, here's what we need the contestants to keep in mind.
Yes.
They're in charge of their own time. So they've got to keep an eye on the clock. If they go over their time, they're going to hear this. They're going to hear this. It's like a smash is what it is. He's trashing the booth. What's he doing? So you guys watch the clock for sure. And you guys, the judges, as always, you are judging on 3 things. You're judging on the time. The ability to stay on the topic.
Stay on the topic.
And the actual story.
Yeah, that should probably go first.
All right. Well, we're going to get started. We're going to get started right away. But there's one thing I do want to remind the contestants. We do fact check every story. All right, you guys, come to the stage right now for our very first story. They're going to come up here, tell a true 1-minute story. The name of that person. I've been all over the stage tonight, haven't I? No, so we can't do the audience first. Because what happens when we do that, Danny?
It's usually terrible.
Yeah.
It makes an ass out of us and you.
Yeah, exactly. So let's not take a chance. Let's bring up somebody we know can tell a story. All right, you guys, this storyteller, they have been telling stories around Los Angeles, fantastic stories for several years now. She has a regular storytelling show called Revealed each month at the library in Glendale. The library is a very cool space on Art Sack. You are a neat Art Sack. That's the name of the boulevard. And you can also hear her on the Risk podcast. Please, everybody, put your hands together for Erica Blumfield.
And brought my Tushy, the tushy for your mouth. Get rid of that shit-eating bread with Tushy.
What did you land on?
Oh, shit. Okay.
What did you land on?
Birthdays.
Birthdays.
Okay, so I started aging out of the algorithm on the dating apps, and so slim, and I'm like starting to talk with this one guy on, and he doesn't totally discuss me like right away, until I notice that he has put that his favorite movie is Manhattan by Woody Allen. So and like, especially that one, I mean, he's like a pedophile with a 17-year-old girl. And I'm thinking like this brazen disgustedness, you know, so I call him out on it. And a little fight ensues. And I was like, why am I even engaging? Why am I engaging? And then I called him a scumbag. He reported me, and I was banned from OkCupid. Scroll again.
Wow. Look at that. She landed right on it. What do you think about that, Danny Zucker?
That's right, everything. Pedophilia, Woody Allen. That movie's really disgusting. Like, I even kind of knew that as a kid. But what, was he much older than you? Because that would have boded well for you. I mean, right? What was the age difference? Or no?
With this guy?
Yeah.
I don't know, but usually younger men like me more.
That's
It's lucky.
Younger women pretend to like you more. So I got it. Great story. I no notes.
Wow, no notes.
10,000 points.
All right, well, it's a lot of stories. All right, guys, Wendy McClendon-Covey.
Hey, you stayed on topic, and I've got my problems with OkCupid as well. Although I've never been on it. My sister's ex-husband was.
How did you guys find out?
We don't have enough time.
Put a minute on the clock.
Put it on the clock, and I'll go over that. But I'm saying this. Just, algorithm schmalgorithm. You don't need these. Okay? That's what you get from me. That's why I'm a judge. Because of all the pithy things I say. Like
You have a
that.
schmalgorithm.
Yeah. Look.
Integrity.
I have my days. I loved your story. Shame on him for getting you banned. That's absurd.
Yeah.
The pedophile lover got you banned. I don't like it. Okay, stupid. Great story.
I wish I thought of that. Blank a patch.
Now, Manhattan, is that the white kind or the red kind? I prefer Woody Allen's redder kind, to be honest, his earlier redder kinds. That reminded me a lot of the time that I got kicked off of Farmers Only. So telling the guy to blow a goat. And by goat, I mean Rita Moreno, ladies and gentlemen. All time. 15 billion points.
Wow, that's a lot of points. Let's hear for Erica Blumfield. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, there are no points in this game. All right, you guys, come to the stage right now to tell a true 1-minute story. Here we go. show. This contestant, he's a comedian and a native of Los Angeles. What? He runs humor for the hungry. He's a comedian and he doesn't have many credits, but to his credit, he's very funny. Put your hands together for Jonathan Galliano. All right, you guys, let's tell him what to do.
Good man.
Let's get that together.
Let's get Rocky my afro. Keep your dick from touching the cold sink with an afro.
What's it on?
Holidays.
Holidays.
All right. I have several pathological liars in my family, so I try to skip the holidays. I'll tell a short story. The last family gathering that I went to was a Thanksgiving, and I went with my girlfriend at the time, and she made a sweet potato pie. And we showed up, and we ended up playing poker. We were having fun. We were laughing. No one ended up eating the sweet potato pie, and me and my girlfriend laughed about it. Left the family gathering, and then I got a call from my cousin Frankie, and he was like, "Hey, did Cassandra smash her sweet potato pie with her hand in a rage?" And I was like, "No, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard." He's like, "Oh, well, because Gabriel's telling the entire family that Cassandra smashed the sweet potato pie with her bare hands because nobody ate it. And that's why I don't hang out with my family."
Wow! Look at that! He was right on 58 seconds. You can almost see it, almost an exact minute. A great story. What do you plan to cookie?
When you start a holiday story by saying that your relatives are pathological liars, I'm invested on your every word, and I love that you brought it to a meaningful conclusion in a minute. That's good storytelling.
Thank you.
That's all I gotta say.
Blank catch.
I gotta be perfectly honest. When you said your family is full of pathological liars, it made me doubt everything that came out of your mouth. You know what I like going into my mouth is sweet potato pie. 15 billion points.
Sandy Zucker.
It was okay.
10 billion points.
No, I relate to the family part and all. I discovered this is something at my last Thanksgiving I had with my grandmother, my dad's mother. I discovered this because she got in a fight with my aunt, and my grandmother said, "You're an alcoholic," and my aunt said, "At least I don't have genital herpes." And so I went off an entire lifetime. Could have gone without knowing my grandmother had genital herpes, and she does. But she wasn't nearly as active as the people in those commercials. 9 million points.
All right, Jonathan Galliano, let me hear it. Boy, these guys are good. This is a great audience.
I thought you said gentle herpes.
Nothing about her.
Very caring, loving herpes.
All right,
Oh,
you
boy.
guys, guess what? It's time for the audience member to come on up. And Jim Coughlin, do you have the story smash can of truth? Here he comes. Jim Coughlin's coming up with a can of
Give it up
truth.
for Jim, everybody. He died 10 years ago tonight.
Sandy Zucker's going to let us know who's coming up. Let me tell you something. This
What's
is not
making
easy.
pain?
This is not easy. Let's be kind.
Oh God, I took 2, but I'm only reading the first one. A single name. Lisa. By the way, the second one is black.
Story smash. Hey, I know who's coming up. This first one is coming up.
Wow.
Her name is Lisa Severin, and like I said, let's give him a big round of applause. All right, now let's use the microphone.
I'm not enthusiastic about it, I'm scared, actually.
Well, you're working us into a ladder already.
I know lots of stories, but not
You got
I just want to stop it.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to think.
No. Pandemic.
Pandemic. We all went through it.
You know what? I have a good one. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a great one. I have a great pandemic story.
We'll be the judge of that. Let's go.
So So my pandemic story starts like this. I had a ticket to go to Turkey with my brother from here to go there and spend a really great time. But all the flights got canceled, so that didn't happen. And then I got stuck here. And then everybody got locked down. And then I was like really legitimately drinking way too much. So I quit drinking. That was a good thing, right?
Yeah.
But then by March, then my partner died. So that was bad. So yes, but it's okay, I'm still here. That was 21. Let's keep going. And then, so then I got a job. But then my car like blew up on the freeway, so I was like, you know what, unemployment does sound really good. So my point of my story here is after that, the car blew up. I don't know, there's so many other things, but I've really come to terms with food stamps are good. And there are a lot of things out there if you just look into it. Like I get other things, you know. I'm done.
All right, Lisa Stafford, right there. It's true. Let's give a round of applause.
First of all, good job coming up here cold.
Yeah, I'm really scared too.
Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of talking in front of crowds. Luckily, it's very small.
Yeah, well.
I love turkey. Ties in with the Thanksgiving thing earlier. Have you thought that maybe your life is a final destination?
Oh yeah, it looks so much better right. I couldn't remember them at the moment. Yeah, no, it's great.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I love it. Yes. Thank you very much.
Good mic use. 15 quadrillion points.
That's a lot of points.
I mean, I'm worried about what I say right now because I'm a little
Right,
afraid,
I'm close
obviously.
to you right
Yeah,
now.
very close.
Yeah.
No, I think one of the main rules of a comedy story is like throw somebody you love dying into it, and end on food stamps. And I'm like, man. I mean, that was when I taught this in college. I said, give him something to giggle about. But I don't know. You sold the tragedy with. You said you weren't enthusiastic. You were vibrating up there like 10 Tom Arnolds in a very skinny frame. It was amazing. So that took a lot of guts. Please don't hurt me. 9 million points.
Well, to piggyback on what you said, there's someone who openly said, I'm not enthusiastic about this. You were leaping up and down.
No, I like telling stories, but usually I can't remember them on the spot. I have great stories.
And yet you did it.
I can't say something.
You did it. Step back yourself, sister. I have a question about this turkey thing. You never went back to it. Now, were you going to Turkey to get giant porcelain veneers? Because that's what people are doing now.
Yeah. Or making extensions. Hair extensions.
Is this true?
Yeah.
All I know is
the extensions.
according to the TikToks, people are going and making these giant fangs. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Would I look better with them?
No, you don't need them.
Okay.
So I'm glad
I'll go for the
you
hair
were going to
extensions.
go for that, but you didn't go for that.
No. I was going to look at some historical cycle, but I don't even know which ones he picked. I just want to hang it with him.
Oh, all right. Lisa Stafford, let her hear it.
10 Tom Arnolds. Jumping on the bed. One fell off and broke his head. The doctor said, hey, we're going to Roseanne.
Jumping on the bed. I like a contestant who jumps up and down, don't you?
I love it.
Yeah, I like that enthusiasm. All right, you guys, I know who's coming up right now to tell a true, this is empty, to tell another true 1-minute story. This is the last 1-minute story of this round. I know who this is. This guy, great guy, he's a filmmaker, a producer, and an entrepreneur whose documentary, Why Homeless, can be seen on Amazon Prime. He produces the storytelling show, Frank, on his stories, no rules. And in his spare time, he's a reluctant crash test dummy for distracted drivers. Please welcome the very talented Glenn Dunsweiler. All right, guys, let's start with you.
Yeah.
Good spin.
Audience.
Audience, well. This is just exciting, Glenn.
So exciting.
Now, you didn't see this coming, did you?
I feel it.
Okay, all right. What kind of stories would this side of the room like to hear? Okay, great. You guys right in here. Who would like to hear?
Losing virginity.
Virginity?
Bathroom.
Bathrooms, grade school.
First grade.
Losing virginity in a bathroom of a grade school. Ties back to
Anyone
that
over
first
here,
one.
guys?
Hospital.
Hospitals.
Food poisoning.
Chest pains.
Food poisoning, chest pains.
Taco Bell.
First
crush.
Entertainment, first crush. There's a lot to choose from.
Let me ask you a question. We would choose because the one you like, I'll slip it to you.
What's up?
I'll slip it. Which one did you like the most?
Hospitals. He liked hospitals.
Okay, we're eating Taco Bell. No, okay, we're eating
All right, big round of applause for Glenn Dunbar. This is real easy. All right, you guys, here we go.
All right. So 2005, I broke my leg and hip in a motorcycle accident, and I'm in the hospital. 2 weeks in the hospital, 1 week in a rehab. And I am a complete teetotaler. I don't take any drugs. I drink nothing, and they have to put me on some sort of opiate because the pain is so bad that I cannot think. But 23 seconds. All right. So the trick is to give me enough opiate so I can think straight, but not so I hallucinate. And as I get less out of pain, the hallucination starts to go insane. And one night, finally, after about a week and a half, I hallucinate that there is a jazz band of cats in the corner of my hospital. And that's when I decided I gotta kick this shit and get out of here. That's it.
All right, it's a great story. I really liked it. Danny Zucker.
I mean, wow. What were they playing? What was like sort of like a...
It's like Take Five.
Oh, so it was like a Brubeck thing. It wasn't like cool jazz, right? It wasn't like the wave. It was like
That's not cool. I like Take Five.
I like Take Five. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I prefer that. What a story. Honestly, you had me from beginning to end. And I was once on drugs for well, like your story, except I didn't break every bone in my body. And I was doing it recreationally. But before I got off cocaine, I was writing at Just Shoot Me, and on the last day before I went to rehab, I saw ninjas walking across the Radford lot, coming after me. So you had a much more gentle hallucination, but I related to it all the way. A gajillion points.
Wow. All right, Wendy.
Well, that sounds like what heaven is like. I might want to give these opiates a try. Right out there. Can you score me some opiates for the ride home? Sure. That's a good story. I like where you went with it. I just really did not see that coming.
Nor did I.
Very good.
Nor did I.
All right, Blake the Patch.
I loved it. I got opiates prescribed to me once, and there's a sticker on the top that says may cause addiction or death. And so I took them home and I put them in the toilet. Because I'm in my 50s, and there's a weird thing that happens when you get old where the doctor gives you something that you would have loved when you were young. And you say, oh my God, I hope I don't have to take any of these. But when I was a kid, I had a horrible fever, and I hallucinated all night long that the USS Enterprise had been blown up, and the bridge crew was using my bed as a temporary bridge. And they were all like sitting on my bed and talking, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. Like Spock was being a dick. But anyway, 55 quadrillion points.
Wow. All right. Let him hear it.
That was an amazing story, though.
That was 4 really good stories. And now we're going to put all the names back in the Story Smash Can of Truth. And now we're going to start the second round. Guess what, Danny?
Double the time?
I was going to say that.
2 minutes.
That's exactly right. Now, here's what I forgot to mention. The winner of tonight's show. If they don't just get the glory. Yes, the glory. We know that. But they also get... my famous second 2 minutes. So there's a lot at stake.
Don't eat those on the way home, by the way.
Unless you want to hear Jazz Cats.
All right, you guys have the stage right now for a true 2-minute story. True 2-minute story is the one and only Jonathan Galliano.
Time machine. Nothing kills baby Hitler like a time machine. Now lady time machine.
Imagine bags didn't come off baby Hitlers.
Time machine, lady time machine.
Birthdays, we all had them.
I had a good birthday story. I was in the military back in the early 2000s, 2010 to 2013, and I remember I couldn't come home for my birthday, and I worked at a laboratory at a military hospital, and I was really sad and bummed out. I was depressed, and Fulbert Colonel walked in and was like, "Hey, I need volunteers," and they took us into a room, and it turns out we were helping assist in an autopsy. And literally right where you were sitting, there was a slab, and there was a morbidly obese, naked man. And I don't remember his age from his chart. He was at that age where old dudes start to sprout random tufts of hair on their body, like no symmetry. And it took several of us to do this, but they wanted us to flip him from his back onto his stomach. And this guy was morbidly obese, okay? Like, I know, like, a 6-year-old's been like, "I hate you," and they go limp, and you call that dead weight. This is 400 pounds of literal dead weight, okay? And it took 3 of us to flip him over, and when we finally did, I guess from all the built-up pressure, when he rolled onto his stomach, this man farted for like 3 minutes straight. And I'm not the most mature person in the world, but my boss's boss is in there, and there's a pathologist and everything. So I'm trembling, holding back laughter. And at one point, I looked over at my friend, and he had a mask on, but I could see that he was smiling with his eyes, and it fucking destroyed me. I started cry laughing like a lunatic. Like, I've never seen them, but I was like, "Oh fuck, I have abs." Like, I can feel them. And I'm laughing, and then at some point, I stopped laughing, and I got really choked up because I realized this is this man's very last fart. And are you truly dead if you're still bringing people joy?
That was the best story I have ever heard. When he farted, did confetti come out?
Yes, it was pink.
Why was he at the military base?
The military base was for both military people and civilians. So that guy was just a dude.
It's not a Navy SEAL.
I don't know. He might have been like some special ops or some
Sometimes things happen in life and you think, I don't know why I had to watch this or be a part of this, but you know what? It's because of this. It's because of special moments like this. So, 10 cajillion points.
It's a lot of points. Claim to patch.
First of all, great. That was a great story. Because, they say that dying at home with your loved ones would be good, but then the farting and the boner, you can't really explain it or anything. What were the results of the autopsy? What killed him? Was it the fart? Was it Yoshinoya? What was the...
Lord, so he had a full gamut of health problems. His liver was enlarged. He was a chain.
How about his onions? His onions
I like it. I'll do a pun. I'll get one in here at some point. I'll do some wordplay. He had an enlarged liver. He was an alcoholic. His lungs were black. He was a chain smoker. They were like, look at it. It was like basically like a poster child for not taking care of yourself. The obesity was like the least of the whole thing.
I am so hard right now. And
Just like one of the chain smokers died.
Yeah. It was bad.
Anyway, what I said last time plus 5.
I once had to go to Legoland on my birthday, so I guess we're even. I'm speechless. That story was amazing, and thank you for your story and secondarily your service.
I'm here, Charlie Galliano. Great story, great use of time, and now coming to the stage for a true 2-minute story is Glenn Denswell.
to San Bernardino Theater Department, Technical Theater. I had very dedicated students that would work with me, and I did not care about birthdays. And it was my 40th birthday, and my students said, "Hey, what are you doing for your 40th birthday?" And I said, "Nothing." And they said, "Well, you know, you should come out with us for a birthday." And I said, "Look, I'm always in trouble with my wife because I'm always at work, and she's going to yell at me. So no, we can't go anywhere. Like, come on, it's your 40th birthday, you got to go." So I go, and I go with them, and we're in San Bernardino. They start driving to the north part of Orange County. And I'm like, where in the hell are we going? Like, we got this. We get there, it's a bowling alley. Not only is it a bowling alley, it's a surprise birthday party for my 40th that my wife had put on for me. I had friends from Las Vegas that came in to this 40th birthday party. My friends from Las Vegas, they say, "Hey, I didn't know you liked bowling." And I was like, junior high I did. And they said, "Hey, I know don't you hate surprises?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." Well, it turns out that my wife's first husband had a 30th birthday party, and she did a surprise, and that went over really well, and she liked it. And that is when I learned that your birthdays are not for you.
All right, Glenn Dunstweiler. Now, hang on. He only did 1:50. He had a little time to elaborate, but, I'll allow it. Glenn Batch.
Well, I just had a birthday on Tuesday, but I'm not asking for any applause or anything. I'm 58 years old. I don't know what that is in dog years. Probably, but it's sleep time. But it is true. Birthdays are not for you. They are for the people that are throwing them for you so that they can call up everybody and then remember that it was, my first husband liked that. So, did she say anything about your, why a bowling alley in Orange County?
It was the only place that could do like an all-inclusive thing with people that she could invite, and they could find it, and they did like night astro bowling, theme bowling stuff.
Oh, like with the black light and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But she's never heard of Shakey's?
I got nothing for you, man. I don't know. Okay. I've since divorced her because I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, okay. Let's take this party to Legoland, you guys. Mike knows some shit. I got some stuff in my glove compartment.
Danny.
He just absolutely killed my joke. I didn't know you. I was like saying, "You got to leave this woman," and you did. So now I'm pissed. I had all this. Fuck you, man. For stuck it out till after Story Smash, and I had to drop some killer quips. I'm mad. That was a good story, though. And you're a good storyteller. So, there you go.
Sweet, yeah. All right, my name is Glenn Covey.
You had 10 extra seconds. But you dropped that little morsel about divorcing her.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Like a little after dinner mint. I love this story, and you told it very well. I got no notes.
All right, Glenn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your...
I will leave the stage now.
All right, goodbye. And thank you for your service.
By the way, you're greater than Misfits. I love the Misfits.
All right, you guys come to the stage right now. Oh, guess who's coming up to tell a true 2-minute story? It's our audience member, Lisa Severin. Come on, Lisa! All right, we're going to get her along. This is not easy. Your partner died, your car blew up. It's not funny. Where's that Severin? Lisa Severin, tell her what to do!
Right? This is a goal pitching for another. This is going to go wasting valuable time. Stop, please stop.
It's kind of soothing.
No birthdays, please, no birthdays.
is
it?
What is it? Holidays? I'm not really that much more. Unless you can remind me of a good holiday story.
Holidays.
You got it.
No?
Didn't you told a holiday story before, right?
No.
Or was you? Oh, it was your birthday. Oh, pandemic. Sorry.
Yeah. Holiday story.
Easter.
Christmas.
Okay, I'll do
Boxing
it.
Day
So
Canada.
here it is.
Yeah.
So I'm from Canada, and so I've lived in the States since I've lived here since, oh my God, way too long to remember. And my holidays have always been like effed up because I'm not flying back there. So what I do is I like find a place that is really cool to go to, and I find a person to go with me, like Las Vegas. Who doesn't want to go to Las Vegas and say, I was in Las Vegas for Christmas? That's the best. But my best holiday story is this last Christmas. See, I say it's also part of the pandemic rollover thing, so it's a holiday thing. And Christmas came this year, and I ended up in the hospital because, yes, that's right, my back went out. So, like, that whole, my husband dying thing was like, nothing so no. Hospital Christmas, I'm in there, and I've got lots of pain pills going through me and like morphine and stuff. And so here's the best part of spending Christmas, a holiday, I might add, in the hospital, is that the maternity like suite was available. Yeah. Oh wait, did I mention I'm also on Medi-Cal? Okay. So I'm in the like birthing suite that has like, I have like a living room, I have like a balcony, I see the helicopter landing at night, the wind is going, I have windows that are on one side and they're on the other side. And so at one point, and the doctors came in to me and they're trying to help me, they didn't have a epidural, well, that's no big deal. And they were like, would you like us to release you today? Because we might be able to. I'm like, nope. I will be staying here as long as Medi-Cal pays for it. And you know what? I was thinking there's like another area you might want to check out because it's been paining me a lot.
All right, Lisa Severin. All right. That was a great story. Plain, what do you think?
I love to go to the hospital and go, wow, what's the rent here? This is fantastic. I'm going to knock this whole wall out, kind of open it up into an operating room. This will be good. Nobody was giving birth over the holidays? They were all in a manger someplace, I guess, right?
I'm in like a great hospital.
In Huntington?
Oh, you're so great.
Holy shit.
I almost said that for it. They have like a menu, people, that you can order food from. Like, you can order anything you want from this menu. That's right. Go to Huntington Hospital.
Yes, I'll take the liver and human brains, please. I'll go downstairs a couple floors. Be right back. Hey, that was a great story. Sorry you were in the hospital for Christmas.
Yeah, right?
Did Santa come in with a mask?
No, nobody did except the drunk person, and that was fine.
Oh, okay.
Danny Zucker.
No, that was a great story. Just real quick. Do you have any of those opiates left? I'm so sad right now.
Probably looked a lot in my toilet.
Okay, cool.
A little spray.
Your little throwaways of sadness would be the worst thing that ever happened to me. It's literally, oh, by the way, no, so then we were there. I didn't mention I had full-blown AIDS. And then but you have a joy about you that is as infectious as whatever disease you're going to reveal you have in your next story, should you get the opportunity. I am exhausted. I don't know how you do it. Great job. Very gutsy. However many points you need on from whatever social service agency.
Bring your wheelchair in, please. Wendy or Glenn Guppy?
That went all over the place.
Right,
all over the place. And I thought there was going to be a little video callbacks of you in one of those little blow-up pools that the pregnant ladies spawn in. With a champagne flute in your hand saying, "Mama, that does hurt." And it is Christmas. I have no notes. Don't ever say that you don't have a story. You've got a lot to say. So, good job.
Thank you.
Lisa Severin.
spicy crispy chicken sandwich at Pep Boys.
Hey, did that go all the way around?
It didn't go all the way around.
We need to go all the way around. Let's tell her what to do.
Love that chicken at Pep Boys.
Audience again. Wow, this is exciting. All right, what do you guys on this side of the room like to hear? What would you like?
Porn.
Porn.
No, we need a suggestion.
Anything else?
First kiss.
First kiss. What do you guys want?
Scary. Church.
A scary story about church. Of course. Okay. How about you guys?
Most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing moment. Look at that. How about over here? Shopping or
Dong.
dong?
Antonio Orlando and
Tongues?
Dongs?
King Dong? This is a family show.
although King Kong's not really the king, he's more of a figurehead. Prime Minister Kong handles
That's
most of
right.
the day-to-day government.
The entire cabinet.
She lit up when somebody said porn. I just want to say that.
It's not important enough in 2023, you guys.
All right, we're gonna do so. I didn't expect to be this dirty, but all right.
Oh, here she goes. Round of applause. Yeah, that's not easy.
So I was like had this boyfriend, and he was not a good boyfriend. He was a real shithead. Like he bought me a bike once, and then was like, "Oh, and you owe me $250." I like had gone away for the Christmas holiday, and like he had been like staying with me, you know, stuff in my apartment. We were like shacking up, you know, and then I get back from my Christmas vacation, and he's like cleared out the apartment, and I'm just like, including the bike, which I had paid him for. So it was bad because he gave me orgasms, so I was like clouded in my head. But I still wonder, like, what is that thing when they're like disgusting and awful, but they can make you come, and so you stay. So I get a phone call from one of my friends, and they're like, "You won't believe what I saw." And I'm like, "What did you see?" And they're like, "I saw John,
Cut that out, you guys.
I saw John in a porno." And I'm like, "You're kidding me. No, it can't be." And she's like, "Yeah." So she sends me the link, and I watch it, and I'm like, "Is that him? Could it be him?" I'm like, "It does look like his little ears." It does look like his big nasty toes in the air. It looks like his little dick, and I think he was doing it. And I got a test, and I was fine. But my boyfriend did fine. Wow! All right. Erica loved it. It's a great story. Think about this one. Fantastic. Danny.
So you can get into porn with a little thing? Is that possible? I mean, I have friends who were interested. You know, that was a possibility.
Amateur.
Oh, amateur. You have to be able to get hard. Anyway, I think that's my own stuff. I mean, maybe if he talks about the corpse, I can do it again. Wow. I just went on a journey with you. That, I want to hug you a little bit. I'm afraid I'll make you come.
You're welcome. Not just you, like anyone. It's been a long time.
Well, way to take it back. It was really special. Great story. You're really just likable and great stories. That's it.
Oh, very sweet. Yeah, sure. Of course, Wendy.
I'm upset. He was doing porn and made you pay for a bike?
Wow. He also made me pay for an IUD.
I do not like the sounds of this John person.
Yeah.
Did he give you an IOU for that?
first of all, his nickname wasn't Wad, was it? It wasn't Johnny Wad. Oh, that's right. He had a small penis. You know, I don't blame you for not leaving somebody that makes you come. That's why I'm still with myself, you guys. I'm gonna get off on that one. I'll take it off before I get it.
Erica Montiel, let her hear you guys. Another great story. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, that was the last story of the second round, which is so exciting. So we're going to put a minute on the clock while these three decide who are the two contestants going on to the third and final round. Let's hear a little intro music, shall we? All right, guys. Not only is this show, Story Smash, the Storytelling Game Show, going to be on the Story Worthy podcast this Tuesday. That's right. You can share it with your friends, your family, your enemies. I don't care. Share the show Storyworthy. This episode of Story Smash will be on this Tuesday. And this show right here, Story Smash, will be back on November 25th. That's right after Thanksgiving. So bring those family members, bring your friends, whoever wants to come on back. The tickets are already on sale for November 25th, so you can get them anytime. Thank you so much to Chad up in the booth. Thanks, Chad, for helping out us out. Lyle, and of course, Jim Blackburn over here. He's the one running the block.
5 years ago tonight, you guys.
That's right. It takes a village to get the show going. And now we're at the very, very exciting part of the show, where the judges will now tell us the two contestants going on to the third round to tell a true 3-minute story. Wendy, who's going on to the third round? Give us one name.
Jonathan!
Come on, everybody. Let's start with you. Here he goes.
This is brought to you by Macallan, 18-year-old Scotch tape. Oh my God, I think I'm going to be stick.
All right. Yes. All right.
Okay. I had to kind of reverse engineer the story. I have 10 cats at home.
Crazy cat clan.
Yeah, I give off that vibe. I have 10 cats at home, and these two things will connect, but I was speaking to my therapist. And I remember I was just going through a lot mentally, and I was like, I need outside help. So I got a therapist to help me, because I have during the pandemic, like very conspiratorial thoughts, really crazy out there thoughts. And so I got a therapist, and one meeting we sit down, and the first words out of his mouth, he goes, dude, he goes, have you seen how many UFO sightings there's been recently? And I was like, I know, that's why I'm here. And he goes, yeah, he goes, check this out. He's an old hippie from the 60s, an older fellow. And he goes, yeah, man, he goes, there's two theories on why UFOs are here. He goes, UFO sightings in the United States happened in after World War II, and it was after we detonated nuclear weapons. And he goes, there's two theories. He goes, one, aliens have always been around, and as soon as we started blowing up entire populated cities, it came down to like, hey, motherfuckers, you guys can't just do that, okay? Also, you can't live there for a really long time. That's theory number one, we're fighting each other. Theory number two, he goes, my therapist, okay, says these words. He goes, theory number two is that aliens are just flying through space, Star Trek The Next Generation style, and that our nukes, the EMPs that are being released are affecting their technology. So he goes, again, my therapist goes, those are the two theories on why UFOs are here presenting themselves. One, it's because we're fighting each other. Two, or it's because we're fucking with our technology. And so now I believe in UFOs because I have that exact same relationship with my cats. It's true. It's true. I do not get involved in their affairs, okay? I don't even think they know I exist. The only times I present my body is one, if they're fighting each other, or two, if they disconnect the Wi-Fi modem. Same as the aliens and us, me and my cats, fighting technology. Those are the two instances. Gizmo, I will put my foot up your ass, okay? I do have 20 seconds here, I guess I'll just... having 10 cats is pretty strange. I do actually feel like a Martian. I have to wear a special suit so that the dander doesn't kill me.
What are their names?
You want all of them?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to end the story there because it's cheating. 251. It's Gizmo. Okay, I'll start in the order of the ones that I'll do the ones I like first. Gizmo. I do not like them all. Whoever said O does not have 10 cats. All right. That's.
I mean, do we want to hear it?
Special compensation.
Special compensation.
Okay, I'll go through real fast. Gizmo's my cat. That's the one that I picked. His mom is girly. Cubby passed away sadly, so that kind of stuff. We have Delilah, Pixie, Jonah, Greyjoy, Mufasa, aka Weddle, because he's blonde. We have Chicken Nugget. We have Wubby, and then Morty, who is a pussy. I think that's all 10. Yeah.
All right. What do you say?
I just want to do a joke about Gizmo not getting your pussy wet after midnight. Also, did you see That Darn Cat by Disney? It's a Siamese cat from outer space. It kind of ties both together. It really brings the room together. I think about my cats all the time. I got my kitten for Christmas. Cheshire. Never let your kid name an animal. I did this last time I was here, but I always like to do it. I had a little song that I used to sing to my old cat, Max. And it goes like this. I got a little cat, his name is Max, Max, Max. His mouth is pink, his face and feet are blacks, blacks, blacks. He likes to sharpen all his claws, all 20 of them on all 4 paws, just in case he needs them for a tax. But you would never do that, would you, Max?
Oh, that was a great song. Danny Zucker.
Great story. Also, at the end, I would like to challenge you to name all 10 of your cats and Donald Trump to name all of his grandkids. I guarantee, you would win that. What a story. I thought, I'm cynical. So when you brought up, speaking of cats, I thought, oh, here's a guy, he's twisting it to pets. But fuck, that was a high wire act to get those cats to aliens and, yeah, I have nothing. I want to learn from you, man. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Good job.
Danny, I thought the same thing. He hit 2 minutes and I didn't hear a pet. And I was thinking, uh-oh, trouble ahead.
Likewise, then, speaking of pets.
And then he turns it on a dime. Yep. Wendy.
I had a hard time believing this in the beginning. That you have 10 cats. Hold on. And need a therapist. That doesn't make sense to me. If something's wrong, you just get another cat. And you keep adding them until all is right with the world again. But yes, UFOs totally exist. We are not alone in the universe. And that's something we all need to remember.
All right, Wendy, how many cats do you have?
7.
Oh.
It's a normal amount.
And let's hear the names of those cats, could we?
Crash, Butters, Mocha, Wabi Sabi, Obi-Wan, Gerber, and Cotton.
Wow, amazing.
No therapy here. Got it covered.
All right, that was an amazing story. Blake, did you already go?
I think so.
I think you did too. Jonathan Galliano, let him hear it. All right, you guys, right here in the Story Smash Can of Truth is the last storyteller of the night. Why are there 2 names in here, you guys?
Let's just yell out the one.
Well, yeah, okay, I don't know what's going on, but there's
Tom Arnold.
one more person coming up to the stage. Who's coming up to the stage, Wendy?
Glenn!
Wow, look at that,
Brought to you by KY Jelly. Just what you need to fuck Kentucky. KY Jelly.
Vacation.
Vacation.
Okay, was a lifeguard. I was a very strong swimmer, very proud of that. Life happened, not swimming so much, motorcycle accidents, relearning how to walk. I go to vacation in Big Bear, and I am going to swim in the lake. Now, this is a scary prospect for me because I don't want to drown, right? But I need to swim. I need to be a good swimmer again. This needs to happen for me. So I get in the water. I scope it out. It's nice. There's a place where I'm not going to go out too far, and I can get back, and I think I can trust myself. So I get in. So I'm looking at the time. Caught me. So I get in. And I start swimming out. And then this pit bull jumps in the water and starts swimming towards me.
No way.
And then the owner starts yelling, "Sativa! Sativa! Sativa! Sativa!" People comes at me, and it is swimming but it has claws, right? So it is shredding me. I'm shredding water, and I'm getting shredded. Sativa! Sativa! So I try to turn my back, and now it's shredding my back. It's following me, right? Then she says, the owner says, "She's trying to save you." What? Grab her collar! What? So I grab Sativa's collar. Sativa immediately does an about face, and she starts swimming me back to shore. So I get to the shore, and I am shredded. Like you see, I mean, Sativa's cool, right? She's happy. She's like, "I saved somebody," right? But I am messed up. I mean, I didn't drown, but I got raped by a dog. So I'm like trying to figure my life out, right? And she starts talking to me. She's like, "Yeah, she loves saving people." And now again, I told you I don't do drugs, so I hate marijuana. I had no idea what sativa was, right? I'm timing this. So when I find out that there's indica and sativa, and now I already hate marijuana. Now I really have a reason to hate marijuana.
My dog is named Hyperion. Thank you very much. Danny Zucker.
I mean, wow. I mean, okay, so this happened, right? This wasn't like Jazz Cats. Like, this was...
I can get my phone and show you the pictures of
So I was inclined to just love this story without fail, no matter what. But the way you so seamlessly ended it on time, without just being so effortless.
We didn't even see it coming.
And no one could see it coming. It wasn't like you were padding it all.
No.
But truly, like, that's a great story too. I think we're fucked, in terms of picking something. But you're amazing. Good job.
All right. Nice job.
I don't know what I'm going to say. I mean, no notes.
Yeah.
Lead into the sativa, maybe. In the way that you didn't want to grab onto the dog's collar, but you did, and then it turned around. Maybe start taking the sativa and see what happens. A lot of times the answers are in the opposite.
Yeah, that's so true. Blake the Patch.
I had a dog named Alaskan Thunderfuck. Here's how it goes. It's indica for the bed, sativa for the dead. That's why she was trying to save you. I thought that was really great. I thought it was really sweet that the dog saves lives every day. You see a pimple coming at you. gonna die, and then it saves you. Well, that's a twist. Normally they maul my child at the mall. But yeah, it was a great story, but you looked at the clock, took me out of it. I'm kidding, it kept me right in it. 9 quadrillion points.
That's a lot of points. Let him hear it. Get out of here. What a story. Holy cow. All right, you guys. This is the most exciting part of the night. We're going to put a minute on the clock, and these three are going to decide who is taking home all the cookies. And as a reminder, you guys have done a great job, all three contestants. Let's hear it for Erica Plumfield. Erica!
Round of applause for Christine Blackburn.
Yeah.
Before I forget, one more round of applause for this fantastic audience, you guys. Your cards are gone.
Sexy crowd.
Sexy. The next Story Smash is November 25th, right after Thanksgiving. So get your tickets. They're already on sale November 25th. And this show will be on Storyworthy this Tuesday. Please subscribe, follow. Storyworthy, thank you very much. Okay. All right, now, how was the decision, Danny? Was it difficult?
It's the hardest decision I've ever had to make.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to decide which of my kids would live.
Yeah.
This was harder.
Yeah. Lee, was it hard for you?
I don't know if you were watching, but we almost got into a slapping fight. Because there's some very passionate feelings.
Yeah.
She got a little anti-Semitic, I'm being honest. I'll cut that out of the podcast, but...
Blaine, did you think it was an easy decision or hard?
I thought it wasn't so much of a Sophie's choice as a taster's choice. Underrated, but still delicious.
All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for coming out. When are we going to be coming? Let's hear who has won this game tonight.
Let's give the crown and sash to Jonathan Galliano!
Also, this is one of the best, I was going to say, this is like one of the best groups we've had in a long time. This is a lot of years.
Another round of applause for Glenn Dunsler.
Wells Fargo presents one of the surest ways to grow your money. A Wells Fargo CD account, where you can earn a 5.00% annual percentage yield on an 11-month term with a minimum opening deposit of $5,000. Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/CD rates to open a CD account and start growing your savings with us.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Purchase new wiper blades from O'Reilly Auto Parts today and we'll install them for free. See better and drive safer with O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto